服务员。Chinese can count to 10 using only one hand. Do you wonder why? Watch till the end, because I tell you the really interesting story behind it. Using one hand to count can definitely get you more glasses of wine than you intended to drink. So don't do this mistake, and let's start learning the numbers. So first we have E. We're using the first tone, E. This is the hand gesture. Number 2 is R. This is the sign. Number 2, R, which uses the fourth tone, R. Keep in mind, never do this one. Always do this one. Number 3, San. San uses the third tone, San. Number 4, S. S, which uses the fourth tone, S. Number 5, Wu, which is still pretty easy, so this is the sign. 5, Wu. So far so good, but now comes the interesting part. Counting from 6 to 10 with only one hand. So we have Liu. Number 6, Liu. Liu uses the fourth tone, Liu. We have Qi, which is 7. It also uses the first tone, Qi. Ba, which uses the third tone, Ba. And remember the 2. If you show the 2 fingers in Chinese, this is not a 2, this is an 8. A 2 is this one. If you include your thumb, it's getting an 8. You're showing an 8. We have Jiu, which uses the third tone, Jiu. And for last, Shi, which means 10. It uses the second tone, Shi, Shi. 10 can also be shown as this one. So if you see somebody doing this or this means 10. So do you wonder why Chinese can show the numbers using only one hand? My first Chinese teacher told me the interesting story behind it. So imagine being on a market in the ancient China and bargaining for some goods. As a vendor selling your goods, you don't necessarily want the others to see your prices for the goods you're selling. For example, if you're selling spices, tea leaves, or other products, as a vendor on this market, you don't necessarily want other customer to see how much you sell something for. Because as a vendor, you don't want to lower the prices for your goods for the next customer. Because the first customer was maybe really good at bargaining. So during that times, vendors wore huge sleeves. I will try to find a picture including it. So it was a huge sleeve covering your arm or your hand, basically. So bargaining with that, if you raise your hand, it was covered with your sleeve, and only your current customer could see which number you were bargaining. So this is the reason behind it. And for example, if you would show a price and suddenly would use your other hand, of course the next customer would kind of guess the price, if it's over 5 or under 5. So they invented the solution to showing the price with only one hand. Interesting, right? If you want to see more videos like that, and if you are interested in language learning and cultural etiquette, subscribe to this channel. If you want to learn Chinese I have a special newsletter coming up. If you're studying Mandarin, I also have an Instagram channel where I post daily words. So if you want to have some daily new words in your stories or in your feed, consider subscribing to my Instagram channel as well. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you will also enjoy my whole playlist about learning Mandarin. I will see you in the next video. 再见!